Shalom, shalom, shalom. Call Allah Yahweh Shemir Shabbat Shemir Kadash. And double honors unto the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations unto the elect, and to the speckled bird, and to all the brothers that are doing the work in truth and sincerity around the four corners of the earth. To you, I say shalom. And basically, I just wanted to do like a little news update, on the division and the famine that is here, that is coming. I follow this page on Instagram. It says CNN reporter upset that people are ignoring mainstream media and living their lives, and that I think I seen this a couple hours ago. That's when they posted this. It's 4 hours. And what I'm noticing too from a lot of these people, man, heathens, Israelites, man, people, they're getting sick. They're getting sick of everything that's going on. They tired of it. There's a lot of division, man. And, the Lord said He was going to bring division. Let's get that scripture first, because there's a lot going on. This is Luke chapter. Was it 12? Luke chapter 12, verse 51. It says, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. So it says suppose, meaning you think that I am coming to have everybody come together and be one and, and be in unity. No, hey, man, the Lord never sanctioned that, man, for all nations to come together, everybody to be on one accord. He did never sanction that, even from the beginning, man. You read Deuteronomy, 32 and 8, He separated the sons of Adam, But it says, I tell you nay, but rather division. And this is what you see, right? Because like I said, a lot of people, I've noticed some people that I know, that, hey, they have conformed to the image, to the ways and philosophies of this man. They didn't took in that thing, I know some people, and I've heard certain people that I know say they don't want to, they don't want to do it again. But hey, man, you know what they said, man, They talking about you gonna have to, get the thing every 6 months, or, you gotta get one for every, strain that come out, man. So what do you think this is gonna lead to? If you, a brother or a sister in the know, man, this faith, man, following Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability, this is gonna lead to insurrections, uproars in America eventually, And like it says in Revelation 12 and 12, this is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, and woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, who is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, it's not no man with red horns, and he's down there poking you in hell, because we know there's no such thing as hell, where you burning for eternity. It's not scriptural. For the devil has come down to you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. They know that they have but a short time. That's why they're moving so fast and they're going so hard at pushing you to get the thing. And they talking about you gotta get one. They basically suggesting that you get one for every new thing that come out. And then at the same time, they telling you that it's not working. Why would I get another one if the other one that you told me to get before that you said would originally work don't work? Well, how would this one work? They in straits, man. Let me get that. Oh, this is Job chapter 20, I believe it is. Here we go. It says Job chapter 20 and verse 22. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, meaning a position of difficulty, and every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And I believe that word, wicked, it's wicked or hand. It's really talking about the laborers, But the point is that they're in straits, man. A lot of these, everyday Babylonians, man, they get tired of this, man. They really are. But they still don't understand what's going on. Like it says in Isaiah 60 and verse 2, the world is in gross darkness. They don't know what's going on. They don't have the true understanding, nor do they want this world to end. You know, but like I said, people they're getting tired, they're getting sick of what's going on. And I did a video on the food shortages and stuff, because I've seen the store that I went to, the shelves were kind of bare looking, and I've never really seen that where I live at. Like I said, these people don't expect that to happen. These everyday Babylonians, man, they don't see that, they don't hope for that to happen. They want everything to get better. They still have their hope in this world. And we in the know, us in this truth, we don't have our hope in this world. But I'm gonna read verse 23. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, right? Hey, when he's about to complete his NWO, it says Yahweh Shemashah shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Verse 24, and he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. So what is it talking about? That's talking about them ICBM missiles that Russia, China, South Korea, North Korea, Iran, Iraq, they're going to shoot over here, man. They're going to shoot over here. When Esau fills their belly, man, when they feel like they didn't put a capstone on their NWO, when they feel like that they didn't got it, they go right into the sunset. When they didn't chip a lot of people, chip the majority of the world, and how people were in FEMA camps. They got all this, all hell's breaking loose, of course. It's going to be Jacob Trouble before Yahweh Shai comes back. When all this stuff is going on, then that's when the Lord's going to show up, man. He's going to show up, Verse 25, it says, it is drawn that cometh out of the body, yea, and the glittering sword cometh out of his galls. It's talking about out of what them things called silos, what the missiles are coming out of. Terrors are upon him. Right? I'm gonna give verse 27. It says, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. Hey, and the earth is rising up against Esau, man. You people's tired of this, man. Hey, the scriptures say when the wicked is in authority, the people mourn, but when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And people are in a state of mourning, man. That applies to all nations, whether you're a heathen or whether you're Israelite. You can see it on their faces. It's not that spirit of mirth as it used to be. People are in a state of confusion, and they still like I said, they heart and their hope is in this world, man. But this is verse 48. It says, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. Right, all these cities that they done built up, all the technology that Esau got from Yahweh Shemashah, all the thing that they did, and all the planning, all the decades of plot, this NWO, and them thinking that they was gonna be able to reset and do that forever. Hey man, the Lord's gonna come. It's gonna come to naught, man. Let's get this. Let's get this in the book of Acts, chapter chapter 5, verse 29. It says, then Peter and the other, hold on. This Acts chapter 5, verse 39. It says, but if it be of Yahweh Shemashah, you cannot overthrow it, lest happily you be found even to fight against Yahweh Shemashah. And we know, according to the scriptures, man, in various different scriptures, hey, man, when Yahweh shall come back in them UFOs, them chariots, hey, they gonna try to fight against the Lord, man. They call them aliens and stuff. That's what they telling the world. The majority of these citizens in Babylon the Great and in America, they tell you that it's aliens, it's extraterrestrials, and if you look at what the meaning of the word is, really they're not the aliens that you have in your mind, like the image that you have of the alien, because aliens just mean stranger, right? That's literally what it means. So really, technically, they are alien. They're alien or foreign to this world, because they're not from this world. They're from another dimension, But it says fight against Yahweh Shemashah. That's what they're gonna be doing. That's what they're gonna be doing. right? They're gonna stop fighting each other because when Yahweh Shai come back, World War III is gonna be literally popping off. Bombs are gonna be flying, missiles are gonna be flying, and all hell is it's gonna break loose before Yahweh Shai comes back, and then they're gonna stop fighting each other, and then it's gonna be over for them, man. This is the book of I'm gonna get the Proverbs, like I quoted it, but I'm gonna read it. This is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Right? In this article right here, he look like he's damn, like what do we do? Like it looks like they're in straits, man. Like it says, they're in straits, man. He don't know what to do. Look confused. Because that prophecy in second Esdras, it has to take place, right? And that narrative that they pushing is not working no more, man. People is really tired of this, man. I'm gonna go to Mark before I read that in second Esdras, because that division is here and it's everywhere. You can feel it, and the air is here. It says, Mark chapter 3 verse 25. It says, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. You see that? And America, Babylon the Great, man, these people are divided, man. You got these blue states and red states, and you got some states that have these governors and senators that's against pushing that thing, and you got the federal government basically trying to override that. Of course, the federal government is ultimately over the state governments, but they're trying to override that, because they just voted on it, and I think the Supreme Court basically trying to go against what Biden was trying to do, man. Pushing that thing, man, for everybody to get. He was trying to he was trying to have everybody basically get it. If you work in a business with 100 or more people, and basically, if they're telling you that it's not working or that you still can catch it, but they still forcing you to get it, and they're not denying people religious exemptions, what do you think? This is the so-called white man's land, man. This is their country, man. And people here in America, Babylon the Great, they are heavily armed, man. People here, I would say here in America, people have more guns than anywhere else in the world. And that's one of the First Amendments. You could bear arms. Let's read this in verse 26. It says, and if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have to the end. You see that? Hey, the leader, the pharaoh of this place, the modern day pharaoh, Biden, he's pushing for everybody to get this thing. Everybody don't want to get this thing. Even people in positions of government that are kind of in the same position that he is. Everybody's not with this. If you keep trying to force it over, what do you think is going to happen? When you try to force somebody to do something they don't want to do, they're going to retaliate. That's what happens. When you try to force somebody to do something, it ain't going to work, man. It's like you trying to put a puzzle piece in the wrong spot. It's not going to fit. So therefore, the whole thing is going to crumble. Because you're trying to put it in a spot it don't go in. So I'm gonna get this in I think it's second Esdras chapter 8 verse 50, I believe so. It says, for many great miseries should be done to them that dwell in the latter times, should dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride, right? And that's a lot of these Israelites, man, 2/3 of them, they have walked in great pride, man, thinking that they don't got to follow the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai. They can believe in whatever they want to believe in, do what they want to do. They free. But where'd you get that mindset from? Where'd you get that way of thinking from? You grew up here in America, man. You drinking that wine, man. You drinking that wine, right? This is something else that they didn't came out with 4 hours ago, man. This is another thing, man. This is a part of that many great miseries, man, because people here, especially in America, in Babylon the Great, they not used to having stuff happen like this, man. They not used to that. You know? All this division, when this stuff first started in 2020, nobody expected that. Let's get that. Because the Lord, Yahweh Shai, our Messiah says, a snare should have come upon the whole earth. The whole earth. And ultimately, most people that's rejected it, or they want to act like that's happening and stuff like that. And hey, that's a part of prophecy, man. The Lord ain't dealing with these heathens, man. 2/3 of our own people, He's not dealing with. Yahweh Ratazah, man. We be those men, and the Lord, redeems us. Have us get beamed up in those chariots. Snare. Look it up. Snare coming on the whole earth. And that's what people are doing. They're living like, I think I remember where it is. They're living like nothing is happening. And people, like I said, people are they're not caring no more about this, thing. You got a lot of people that still do believe in it or still going to continually comply, But they're forgetting, or they're not forgetting, but they're not realizing that a lot of things are still happening. Like it says in Matthew chapter 24, it says, what does it say? It says, Matthew chapter 24 and verse 37, it says, "But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and they knew not until the flood came, it took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." You see that? You see that? And that's what people's doing, man, They tired of, like I said, you got a lot of people, they already took the thing. But a lot of these people, there's a lot of shortages going on, a lot of people that are not working, So if these businesses don't have people working for them, or there's shortages of food, eventually there's going to be a collapse. People are pushing the corner. They're gonna comply eventually. Because they don't have no true foundation. They don't know the names of Yahweh Shai. You got to be an Israelite, man. You got to be part of the elect, first and foremost. Let's get that straight, and let's get that out of the way. If you ain't an Israelite, you ain't a part of the elect, you done it either way. But that's a part of the prophecy for that to happen. What it says right here on when it says people are ignoring mainstream media and lives, but it's different reasons though. It's all prophecy. People are tired of the BS. They're tired of the bullshit, and they're tired of having to wear a mask on their face. They're tired of having to get the thing, 3 or 4 or 5, 6 times. They trying to say. They're tired of doing it. Tired of being locked in their house and not being able to go nowhere and do nothing without having the thing or show idea that people are tired of that. But at the end of, like I said, at the end all be all, they don't know that this is a part of the Lord's will. They just think that man has this much power and they're doing it on their own. You see what I'm saying? They don't believe that the Lord controls evil, but He does. The Lord controls good and evil. Right? Let's get 2nd Esdras chapter 15. Like I said, because I already mentioned that this prophecy has to take place. It's in the scriptures. It says, 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 14, it says, "Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power." So, amen. That time is upon us. And it's not 10 years, 5 years, 3, 4 years from now. It is here. It is now. Of course, we don't know no day. We don't know the day nor time when stuff is going to pop off. But it is here, man. It is here. And this is why it said that on that article. It says people are living their life and they don't care. They don't care no more. People are tired of this place, man. Well, they're tired of the mandates that are being put into effect. They want to go back to normal, but little do they know it's not going back to normal. They have hope in this world. You know, 'cause this is the world. This is the world for the heathens to reign, but they have hope in this world. But it's not going to continue. It has an end, man. It's wicked. This world is wicked. You know, they think it's supposed to be like you're supposed to have a 9 to 5 job. You're supposed to have some people that have businesses. You're supposed to, pay for water and pay for food. Man, this life is not what it's not. It's not the life that Yahweh Shah has set up for the Israelites, man. You heathens, this is your world, you know. But it's gonna come to an end, though. That's why there's so much division and there's so much chaos brewing. Because it's here, man, and this prophecy has to take place, man. You know, because when there's no food on the shelves, man, completely, when people go in the store, there's not none there. Hey, man, and people, they can't go nowhere without. I'm talking about absolutely nowhere. They can't go to, on a plane, or they can't go into a store. People, that's when that sedition is gonna start, bro. There's gonna be a lot more people getting robbed, a lot more people getting jacked for their stuff. A lot more break-ins that's invading one another, you know. There's going to be a time of martial law, you know. So, hey, man, this is coming, man. This is coming, you know. But I just wanted to do a quick video on that. Call hello, you have my Shemar Rashad, Shemar Kakadash, and double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect, to the speckled bird, to the men out there on the highways and byways doing the work. To you, I say shalom.